Right, should be recording. Greetings all. Norm Collins here. Just thought I'd do another little quick education video. This one's on regards to the name, Christian name, and how we're getting into surety and getting into contract by using it. So we'll just spin these around here and we'll see what's going on. I haven't got any fancy equipment or anything like that, so we just do with what we can with what we got. And this is how it is. And what's the date today, actually, before we go on? It's the 24th of the 6th, 2022. Not much of a day here in Nelson, so I thought I'd just, a little bit of time, so I'd just go on here and see if we can't come up with a couple of things. So there we are. Lose the name, win the game. So this is my MeWe page. This particular one actually is, not the norm. All capital letters, not that norm. Not all capitals, but capitals at the beginning of each of the words. And I post a lot of the law stuff up here. So I just want to go over this one here. It's an article I found on the Common Law Assembly pages. Regards to the name, this particular one. I've added a couple of memes in there, and we'll go over those. So the family name or surname is added to the Christian name. The word family comes from the Roman Latin word familia, which means slave. In the English language, the prefix sur, or sur, means to put something on top of. For example, surpass, surcharge, surtax, surmount. These are all words that, again, it's all about the words. When we start to look at them, we can get a bigger picture and a better picture of what is actually going on, what message, the real message being conveyed actually is. So the surname is an appellation added to the original name. That's from Samuel Johnson's dictionary of 1755. The Christian name is the name given at the front, distinct from the gentilicious name or surname, also from Samuel Johnson's dictionary of 1755. The Christian name is the original name in law and distinct from any added appellation, gentilicious name or surname. The legal public fiction, secular pagan worldly surname is added on top of your private, inalienable, graced, God-given Christian name. The family name or surname does not belong to you. Okay, and now that all happens through the usually the mother becoming the informant of the individual that's arrived, whether it be male or female, and she actually signs the registration form, and register means a transfer of ownership. So she's actually transferring the name over to the Crown, which we'll get into a little bit. So there's again, this is on the MeWe page, and there's a PDF you can click there that's called Surnames and Sire Names, which is very interesting. Sire, but anyway, because we also have the sirens there, and the sirens were actually the maidens who would distract the captains from their ships and shipwreck them. So it's very interesting that this is what kind of like what the surname is doing to the vessel, if you like. So and sir, also we have the surname when you sign documents as well. You also sign your surname, which is an SUR. So that's just another piece of evidence that confirms what we're saying here. So what is surety? Actually, I think I might have that on a higher, bigger slide here. No, I haven't. Okay, go back. Go back to that. Where are we? That one there. So surety. So there's three differences there. Pledge, bail, and security are synonyms for the word surety. So you become a security, a pledge, if you like, when you sign anything that requires you to sign your surname. Okay, so what is surety? Is a person who assumes legal responsibility for the fulfillment of another's debt or obligation, and himself or herself becomes liable if the other defaults. Okay, security given against loss or damage, and a guarantee that an obligation will be met. And another definition here is one who has contracted to be responsible for another, especially one who assumes responsibilities or debts in the event of default. So ultimately, the one who is at the end of the day liable, the one who has to cough up. Okay, so indeed, you become the surety, meaning you're liable. This particular meme, I think this one is American, but that's right. It doesn't matter. It's a universal thing. So it states here: if one severs the attachments of bonded suretyship, one has the status as a private man or woman on the land, with standing to state a claim. The public deeds can be acknowledged and accepted by the living being now in the capacity of grantee. Every deed is issued by the state with a state actor acting as grantor, and thus we are the grantee. If we perfect the offer by our proactive act of acknowledgement and acceptance, this constitutes the perfection of the gift, and by doing so we now have equity to step into our aid and support. So yeah, so transversely, by attaching yourself to the surety, you become liable. And it's the name of the game once you admit to having a surname. You will be pillaged and plundered by the state into the grave, and it makes you liable for all the benefits and privileges of the society, which comes in the forms of taxes, fines, rates, levies, customs, tariffs, excises, tolls, charges, demands, and I'd also add duties in there as well. So Crown copyright, Crown copyright ownership. They own your ship, they own your vessel. You are the vessel, they own your vessel. It should actually be vessel there. So the Crown owns your name, again, through that registration process, and they create the birth certificate with your name on it, and he who creates owns, so you don't own that. There's a process where you can put a type of lien against it through the PPSR, but that's a whole other story. And Bill Turner covers that on YouTube if you want to check him out. So the Crown owns your name. It states here in this particular meme, they are a commercial corporation owned by the Federal Reserve Bank of America to unlawfully extort taxes, fines, mortgages, interests from you using your name in capital letters. That is copyright owned by the Crown. Natural living beings are not subject to these charges. Stop voting. Do not engage into contract. No signature, no consent, no liability, no jurisdiction. It says here, stop fearing, unite and fight for your rights. Don't fight for your rights, just stand up for your rights is all we need to do. We need to fight for nothing. We've already got rights. We just need to establish them and declare them as such. Claim them and declare them. So I challenge you to make a stand. It states here, you notice all the text here is in capitals, in capital letters. Also, I just want to note you too, the I can be sometimes, indistinguishable from the lowercase l. So you be careful of that when you're dealing with text that uses both uppercase and lowercase. So capitis diminutio maxima is all capital letters. It's dog Latin, and it's actually sign language if you go into the Justinian deception, but this particular meme states, if you believe the all capital letter name that appears on all government issued ID is actually you are ignorant and a consensual slave. Username, lose the game. So name is also a cognomen. From Merriam-Webster dictionary here, the word cognomen definition, surname, especially the third of the usually three names of an ancient Roman. And there's also other words you can look up there, nomen and praenomen, and there's no men. There's no men because there's no living being. It's a surety, it's a liability. So name, especially a distinguishing nickname or epithet. So that's pretty much what it was. And nomen, if you want to look it up from Black's Laws Dictionary, states here that in civil law is a name, the name, style or designation of a person. Property, the name showing, properly, the name showing to what gens or tribe he belonged, as distinguished from his own individual name, the praenomen. from his surname or family name, cognomen, and from any name added by way of a descriptive title, agnomen. The name or style of a class or genus of persons or objects, a debt or debtor. So there we go, it's pretty clear there. Also with regards to person there, if you go to Black's Law Dictionary, actually the top half there is from the Beauvier's dictionary. It states here, a man considered according to the rank he holds in society, with all the rights to which the place he holds entitles him, and the duties which it imposes. A human being considered as capable of having rights and of being charged with duties, while a thing is the object over which rights may be exercised. Persons are divided by law into natural and artificial. Natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us. Artificial are such as are created and devised by human laws for the purposes of society and government, which are called corporations or bodies politic. So we don't want to be the person, we don't want the nomen, and we don't want the cognomen, and we certainly do not want the surname. Okay, so just to distinguish the two there, person. So person is your name in full capital letters. Anything that is in full capital letters, folks, is not your name. No one writes their name in full capital letters. It's a fictional corporate entity. Corporation being corpse, and oration, two words, a dead body speaking is a corporation. So, created by the state, dead entities under codes and acts, rules, regulations and statutes. Government jurisdiction, slave, public, in the public, and open to all the public fines and duties. Is a fiction and is possessed by entity, where the man, the living man and or woman is your Christian name, created by the divine, living, breathing being, under divine law, divine jurisdiction, free, private, non-fiction, guided by spirit. So those are some clarifications there for you. Cognomen, we did that. Nomen, I've covered nomen there. Look, it's a debt or debtor, folks. We don't want to go there. Artificial. This is created. Can I make that smaller? No, I can't. I have to pull it back a bit. So it's artificial. It's created by art or by law, existing only by force or in contemplation of law. That's Black's first edition. It says, note here, names of persons appearing in all capital letters are not written in English and exist only by force of or in contemplation of law. Persons so named are artificial persons. See, juristic, person, person, proper, all capital letters written, idim synonyms, fictitious name. Okay, so those are other synonyms. So it's artificial and it's created by law. So I just wanted to let you know that one. Oh, it's not applicable. What else did I say? You can have a bit of a read of that. This is a Spiritual Emancipation Proclamation Act. Freedom from the bondage of all form, identification and attachments. I am the nameless, formless, eternal, non-dual awareness. So I hope you like that. And you can go out and check out my other pages there. What have I got there? I've got Norm Collins' page. I've got some other stuff up there. I'm also going to do something about the police too at some stage. Help people understand the difference between policy enforcement officers and constables. We'll do that fairly soon. I've also got the Rumble page there, which is Freeman's, capital F, lowercase REEMANZ. And you can check out some of my videos there. Sorry, you can't see that. Also got BitChute, Not the Norm. It's focusing there. There's also my Facebook page, Te Ariki Pauhiri Uramana, and of course, Not the Norm page. Go and check out some of my videos, like and subscribe.